Welcome back. Now, the Freedom Front Plus is launching its manifesto today ahead of the November 1st local government elections. For more, let's cross to Parkview, where our reporter Natasha Piri is covering the manifesto for us. Natasha, good morning to you. What has since happened since we last spoke to you?
A very good morning to you, Lebo, once again, of course, to our Morning Live viewers. Well, since the last time we spoke, we've been seeing a lot of FF Plus members actually trickling into this venue here at Parkview in Pretoria, and we anticipate around 400 people will be, listening to party leader Mr. Pieter Groenewald delivering the party's 2021, local government manifesto. But let me just speak to somebody who's no stranger to South Africans at all, and this is Mr. Wouter Wessels, who's an MP for the party. Of course, he's been working very hard ensuring that today becomes a success. Thank you so much for joining us on SABC News. Now, the FF Plus is 27 years old, Wouter. Just talk us through the growth of the party and how the party has evolved over the years.
Since 1999, we have shown growth in each election. And especially in 2019, we showed significant growth. We more than doubled our number of votes. We more than doubled our number of representatives in Parliament. And then since 2019, in each by-election we participated in, we showed growth. We also won 4 wards of the DA. So we are a growing alternative. And yes, today a lot of people are here in attendance, but with social distancing measures in place. So a lot of people will also be tuning in on a webinar on Zoom. So we have a hybrid system, and we are ready for this election.
Wouter, you talk about your growth since 2019, but let's also talk about 2016. The party didn't do so well. You attained 0.8% of the national vote. I know what you're saying, that yes, you've won wards from the DA, but what do you think the outcomes will be this time around at the polls?
Giving a national percentage on a municipal election is actually not fair. If you go and look at the number of councillors we got elected in 2016, it was more than doubled our number of 2011. And that shows that we are growing, and we will show significant growth in this election. And then it's about the specific municipality. There will be a lot of municipalities where no single party will get a 51% majority. And then we will be part of those coalitions and multi-party governments to serve our constituents, and that is actually the reality.
You talk about coalition governments, and looking through your 2016 manifesto, you actually mentioned specific parties that you will not be, going into government with, specifically the ANC and the AFF.
Well, the ANC has proven that they can't govern. Municipalities are in total decay. And that's the reality. People are suffering. Out of 10 million households who are funded by the national budget to receive free electricity, only 2 million receives it. So the ANC has proven that it can't govern South Africa, and that is why we will form governments to keep the ANC out, and then we can't associate with the EFF's policies, which will lead to further decay, especially economically.
But we can't shy away from the fact that the FF Plus has been seen as a reactionary party with the interests of the minority at heart. I see you've reached out to other minorities like the coloured community as well. We've seen a couple of representatives here as we speak at the manifesto. But in reaching out to minority groups like the coloured community, your policies are still, steadfast on, issues around land reform as well. You're against land reform, you're against affirmative action. How do you see this changing?
Well, the fact of the matter is that economic development and empowerment can't be racially based. 27 years later, and only a select few elite has benefited from black economic empowerment. Affirmative action has led to a situation where officials and government officials are appointed on everything except on the basis of merit. So we need change, and we need empowerment based on the real realities of disadvantagement, of poverty and socioeconomic circumstances. And then the only real sustainable economic growth will be, or economic empowerment will be, to get the economy going. And we can't do that with restrictive legislation. And we can't get it done by decaying of and completely failed service delivery. So we need change, and that is why a lot of people are accepting the Freedom Front Plus's plan and steadfast policies as the solution. It's not racially driven, it's equal opportunities driven for a better future of South Africa, not a better past.
But one black person at home would be saying that they need the land. And I mean, how does the FF Plus actually speak to their needs?
Okay, let me address land. We are not against land reform. There's a lot of land in the possession of government. Why is that land not being redistributed? Why is that land not being given to people with title deeds? Land reform projects are failing because of corruption, not because of any racial and people not willing to participate in land reform. It's because of the ANC government. And expropriation without compensation will not fix that. It will actually disadvantage all people as landowners, because even black people, white people, all people in South Africa will lose the right to own property, and that will be detrimental to the economy. So we need land reform. We need land reform projects that work, but that should go with title deed. Give someone a title deed, give someone ownership, not just projects like the Vrede Dairy project of the former Secretary General of the ANC, Ace Magashule, which only benefited a select few, and the community is not benefiting.
Let's talk about Tshwane. I mean, it's no mistake that you're actually here. You're launching your manifesto here as a party. The previous results in 2016, I think you gained 4 seats. How many seats are you looking to gain this time around?
Well, if we go on the 2019 results merely, then we will be at about between 15 and 20 councillors. We believe that we will grow even more than that, because earlier this year in May, there was a by-election in Ward 44 in Tshwane, and we grew there with 741%. So we will show significant growth, and I think we will get more than 10 times our number of councillors, most probably in Tshwane, and form part of a coalition government where we will stop the decay of this capital city.
What can we expect from this year's manifesto that was different to 5 years ago? I know that 5 years ago you focused on an 8-point plan.
We now have a 10-point plan. It says a little easier, but it's mostly the same, because we do believe that we've always had the solutions for local government. Our three main focus areas are the appointment of officials on merit to get service delivery going, sound financial management, and then economic growth. And then lastly, the keeping local government local. Because currently we are not devolving power to the people. Communities should have decision-making power about what affects them, and that's the main focus areas of our manifesto.
Thank you so much. We look forward to 10 o'clock when proceedings will start. Well, Lebu and the views, there you have it from Wouter Wessels, FF Plus MP, just telling us what we can expect from the party president, Mr. Pieter Groenewald, who's expected to speak at 11 a.m. Of course, our next crossing will be around 10 o'clock, and of course, we will give you all the latest developments in regards to the story. So do stay glued to your television screens. Back to you in studio.